Are conservative women falling for feminist lies? Hi, my name's Margaret Mordahl. Welcome to my channel, Virtue Lies in the Middle, where we discuss current topics and try to remain as balanced as possible. Today, we're going to talk about whether women can have it all, or if this is simply a lie concocted and propagated by feminists. First off, what does it mean to have it all? This term was first coined by feminist Helen Gurley Brown in her book, Having It All, where she taught women how to have it all. Interestingly enough, her version of having it all included relationships, career, and finances, but did not include motherhood and children. Fast forward to today, and you have feminists saying that women can indeed have it all, and that does include children.
That women can have it all. And I think this construct of you have to choose this career, you have to choose to be going to college over having a family. I'd love to have a family one day. I'd love to be married someday. And I think you can have it all. And I don't think that you have to choose between this lifestyle of either or.
And now, not only feminists are saying this, but conservative women like Tomi Lahren are as well.
Yeah. I think you can have it all. I'm one of those people that...
Can you have it all?
I do believe that you can.
You can, as you just said, not an executive, not a superstar. Tomi Lahren goes on TV, everyone knows your name. You're a middle manager at the widget factory, and you do spreadsheets and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You make a decent salary, but not a ton. And you have a few kids. And your husband's working too. You gotta... Either you're going to stay home with your kid or you're going to put your kid in daycare. Mm-hmm. Plenty of women put their kids in daycare, but you can't totally have it all, can you? You can't be Donna Reed and Margaret Thatcher.
I disagree with you.
Now, this is something that does seem to be possible. Many families across America have mothers who work. The kids go to daycare or school or whatever, and mom has a full-time job. But Tomi takes this idea one step further and seems to think it's possible to be both a fully stay-at-home mom and have a full-time job.
That was one experience. Mm-hmm. And the other experience is, mommy's you come home and she's got brownies and whatever, does that thing. They're just different experiences.
Yeah.
Meaning you can't do them both at the same time. You can't be baking brownies while you're taking the business call to do the merger and acquisition.
Oh, I think you can.
Perhaps Tomi is misunderstanding what Michael Knowles is trying to say here, but as far as I can see, Michael is saying it's literally not possible to be both a stay-at-home mom and work a full-time job or have a career. By definition, a stay-at-home mom is at home with her kids and fully present all day. If that is the case, where is the time to work a job? Here's another video where Michael breaks it down further while talking to yet another female conservative commentator, Emily Wilson, who claims that she can have it all.
Is it better? Is it more conducive to women's happiness? Have the kids, get married, bake the bread, do the house stuff? Or is it more conducive to women's happiness to go out and work at a corporation and have a career?
My answer is do both.
But how can you do, meaning if you're going to do the one, you're going to spend just in what would be your work day, 8 hours a day with the kids. Kids aren't going to be with the nanny. They're going to be with mama, and mama's going to be making breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you're going to be giving them piano lessons or whatever. That's one kind of thing. Or you could be doing spreadsheets at the widget factory or whatever the job is. But, there are only 24 hours in a day. At a certain point, you're going to have, when you have to make a decision, am I going to spend my time doing this or that? Which is better?
I don't believe in this choosing thing. We live in a modern day society. There's so many factors to this. These women can have jobs and still be at home and still be with the children. Also, a lot of women have kids, and I hate to say it, are not fully fulfilled by that and are like, dude, I need to go back to work. I need to be around adults. Like, sorry, that's a real thing. Also, a lot of these women make content and have full-time jobs as they have careers. And especially a lot of those women are the top women in right-wing media. I'm not going to sit here and hate on Ingram, Kelly, all these women, Allie Beth Stuckey, all these women. They have full-time jobs and they also are able to be moms and take care of their kids.
So I don't know what you all think, but I'm definitely on Michael's side in this argument. Honestly, these girls who keep saying that you can have it all come off as a little delusional to me. Someone who I think has a much more reasonable approach to the whole thing is Brett Cooper. And in fact, I think she hits the nail on the head here.
My goal here is not to say that women can have it all or that you should have it all. I am not here to say that you need to chase being a wife and mother and find an amazing career and stay healthy and not eat seed oils and be engaged in politics and. That is really not reasonable. That's not the point. No one, neither men nor women, can ever have it all at once. And feminists often say that that is a singularly female issue. And they say, well, women are different because we have to balance everything. Men do as well. We literally can't have it all at one time, but we can have a lot of things. We can have an incredibly rich life and chase many different dreams and have various seasons of our lives where we are prioritizing and focusing on different things as long as we are driven by a strong dedication to our values and as long as we are honest with ourselves about the natural consequences and the trade-offs based on what we are prioritizing in that season of life.
But I do think when Emily Wilson was talking to Michael Knowles, she did make a good point about these conservative women who either have it all or are not living the fully traditional life they endorse. Brett Cooper herself is having a child soon. Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, Allie Beth Stuckey, Lila Rose, all these women have families and a substantial online presence. So what's the deal? Actually, there's this really great conversation between Allie Beth Stuckey and Lila Rose where they dig into this question, and I think they provide a lot of insight. First, they kind of break down how they themselves are able to sustain careers while maintaining traditional gender roles.
And, I've had some people in the comments be like, hypocrite, you're working this corporate job.
Boss, Lila.
And I in some ways, yes, but I would not survive in a law firm. I would not survive in investment banking with the kinds of hours and the format of hours that are required. I do put in a lot of hours, but I can do them at night. I can do them at nap time. There's a flexibility with how I do things, and there's an expertise I've developed in how I can do the thing over the last 2 decades, really, so that I can contribute and be able to make a difference in the work and lead while still not compromising core things with my kids.
And then they address the whole idea of stay-at-home mom versus working mom.
And I've heard you talk about before, and I think that this is really insightful, this black and white binary of stay-at-home mom versus working mom. They're not really real categories because there are a lot of moms who say that they're stay-at-home moms, and they are because they're at home, but they've got their Etsy shop, or they're making money somehow online or through social media, or maybe they're knitting, or maybe they're selling sourdough bread or something. So they are industrious and working and bringing in an income in some way, even though they are stay-at-home moms. You could also say that they are working moms. They are working in some way by bringing in that money, but they are also at home. And I think, as you have said to me, throughout history, there has typically been that kind of combination of, yes, prioritizing the home, prioritizing children while still being industrious and even entrepreneurial.
So I think the way that Allie Beth lays it out is probably the most reasonable, realistic, and fulfilling option out there. I see it as a way for a mother to maintain that traditional role of stay-at-home mom while also maintaining her own identity and perhaps helping her to avoid those feelings of stagnation, which some stay-at-home moms do complain of. As a new mom myself, who intends to be a stay-at-home mom, I also intend to participate in side hustles insofar as they don't take away from my main duties. So, can women have it all? Not really, but as Brett Cooper says, they can have a whole lot, and I think that's best seen in a wife and a mother who perhaps has side hustles if she likes. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.